Bryce Young may end up being the biggest bust in NFL history. It seems his time with the Carolina Panthers may be winding down. I know the Panthers said he was still part of their plans, even though they benched him for veteran Andy Dalton. But at this point, it's obvious what the problem was, and it's Bryce Young. Heading into the 2023 draft, the Panthers had a 7-10 record and held the 9th overall pick, but they decided they needed a franchise quarterback after going with Sam Darnold and Baker Mayfield, so they came up with a master plan.
We have breaking NFL news on this Friday, and this is legitimately huge news. The Bears, they are trading their #1 overall pick in this year's draft for the #1 overall pick in exchange for a lot of things. This does not necessarily do it justice. Rappaport says the Bears trading the #1 overall pick to the Panthers in exchange for big-time compensation.
Panthers traded their best receiver, DJ Moore, the 9th overall pick, 2 second-round picks, and a 2024 first-round pick to the Bears for the 1st overall pick. Everyone knew the Panthers were selecting a quarterback, but the question was who? Would it be Bryce Young or CJ Stroud? The Panthers ended up selecting Bryce Young, which now looks like a huge mistake. Simply put, the Carolina Panthers were terrible his rookie season, as they finished 2-14. Young had 11 games where he passed for under 200 yards, which only happened 3 times in his college career, and 2 of those games were blowouts. Young did have one good game though, and it came against the Green Bay Packers, which he threw for 312 yards and 2 touchdowns. While Young struggled most of the season, CJ Stroud was lighting up opposing defenses, as he led the Texans to a playoff appearance, as he threw for over 4,100 yards, 23 touchdowns, and 5 interceptions. Meanwhile, Bryce Young only had 2,800 yards, 11 touchdowns, and 10 interceptions. At this point, it was obvious the Panthers made the wrong decision, but it was still too early to say. Maybe Young would take a huge leap heading into his second year. In his rookie season, he didn't have too much help on the offensive side of the ball, outside of Adam Thielen and DJ Sharp. So the Panthers gave him more weapons by signing Deontay Johnson in free agency and drafting Xavier Legette. In his only preseason game, Young didn't look too bad. He went 6 for 8 with 70 yards and 1 touchdown. And after this performance, I thought maybe Bryce would prove all the doubters wrong. Heading into week 1, Bryce Young quickly disappointed everyone around him. He only threw for 161 yards and 2 interceptions in the Saints' 42-10 victory over the Carolina Panthers. And in week 2, it was even worse. Young had a career-low 82 yards passing along with another interception. And after back-to-back awful performances, Bryce Young was benched. Many analysts, including Nick Saban, said Young hasn't had a fair shot due to the supporting cast he has around him.
Do they have the kind of players around Bryce Young that even gives him a chance to be successful? And but that's one of the bad things about being the first guy picked in the draft.
It seemed reasonable at the time. Well, that's until Andy Dalton completely shut the idea down, as he led the Panthers to their first victory over the Raiders. The Panthers actually looked like an NFL team, as Dalton threw for over 300 yards and 3 touchdowns. Deontay Johnson even had a career high in receiving yards. You couldn't make this up. Bryce Young has been proven to be the problem, but what happens next? Andy Dalton is a vet who's shown he's capable of leading this offense, and Young has shown that he's not. There's no way Young sees the field again this season, especially after Dalton's performance. And even if they want to trade Young, his trade value can't be too much after Dalton's performance. Maybe Young will get another opportunity with another organization, because his career in Carolina is likely over.